We are playing New World, dude. Officially it is here. Which is kind of crazy, man. We're in the game, dude. Our character is created. I went through the basic tutorial, did some of my settings beforehand, and yeah, dude, crazy. The game is here. Just so you guys do know, in case anybody's wondering, I am on Volkvanger US East. That is my server. So it's time to get started, dude. I didn't play any of the betas. I'm not going to be trying to do some hyper optimized leveling process or anything. I'm just going to be playing the game, enjoying it, and because, you know, you only have that first MMO experience once, you know? So I'm excited to give it a shot. All right, kill some boars, get some food. My mouth is watering just thinking about steak. Oh, shit, dude. Just thinking about all that steak, dude. Oh, here we go. We can use the knife to chop this bitch up and get some meat. Time for some ribs. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I will say the first thing that jumps out at me playing the game is that the game's colors are gorgeous. Like, just like everything is very, very vibrant. Like, the game looks fantastic. That's like immediately off the bat. Like, and I'm on medium. I'm not on like any super crazy high settings. So I assume we have to do this. Craft. Recovery foods. We need light rations. We'll do max. Craft. Bam. That looks like a stock photo of like a steak. I think that's a real picture of a steak, dude. Like an actual, like look at that. They just like, they took the eraser tool and like went around it and just slapped it on there. I've been loving the liveliness of a day one MMO. That's one of the best parts about it, man, is that like, I tried really, really hard to not look up any guides or optimizations or this and that. Like, I feel like so many people just, again, this is just my preference, right? I feel like a lot of people are like, they optimize the fun out of their leveling process because you literally only experience an MMO for the first time once, you know, and I want to have that, you know, truly, you know, day one experience, you know, where I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea how anything works. And I like that, you know, it's part of what part of the reason we all like MMOs, you know? Oh, I'm level 4, dude. Fucking wrecked that guy. Captain's log. I think I got a point. Yeah, more points, dude. We're gonna be mostly going into intelligence for the most part. That's why I want to try this since it's new and there isn't any temptation to look at newbie guides. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat. You know, and don't get me wrong. Like, eventually, if I end up liking New World, my goal is to eventually do, you know, builds and guides and stuff, kind of like I did for ESO. But, you know, I want to, you know, learn the game myself first and just, like, kind of enjoy it and play it. What is this territory stand? Oh, cool. You get, like, rewards for the zone? Earn 5% more while territory standing. Earn more XP? I'll take more XP. Oh, that's pretty cool. Territory levels lets you unlock benefits within the territory. The constable should hear about this straight away. I'll take this right to the constable, dude. I'll let him know what's going on. So we gotta go down the road here. Get some points to health. I believe I can put on my weapon, my second weapon. Oh, I have a fire staff. Fuck yeah, dude. Not really sure how I feel about the audio for the staff though. Pew! Pew! Pew pew! Pew! You know? Wait, so oh, okay, I like that. When someone actually chops down a tree, you can see the tree actually fall. Little things like that are really important for immersion, in my opinion. Hapless how? Oh shit, I'm being attacked by a boar. Trying to block cancel shit, dude. Don't work that way. It don't work that way. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember reading about that. That you could just repair shit in your bags, which is pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, but you can just repair it. It's not like they disappear or whatever. Oh, good. You can salvage straight from your bags too. So let me see here. What happens if I salvage this? So it's going to be S, left click. It will return 2 repair parts and 25 cents. Oh, that's what allows you to actually repair your gear. Oh, and you have those down here. Okay. Okay, cool. There's no... Oh, X, escape. Okay. Recover 1% of your health every 2.5 seconds for 20 minutes. Okay, but good. At least there is a mouse mode. That fucking... man, when I played Crowfall and there was no mouse mode, I wanted to fucking... Oh my god, it was aggravating. It was so aggravating. What was our first down? I have to say, though, even for the graphics being on medium, the view distance is still very good. Still very, very, very solid. For those wondering, I'm running on... basically all medium, but I put water, shadows, and post-processing on low, just because that's usually where your graphics get wrecked. So I'm basically kind of like on like a medium low presetting. The game still looks pretty good, man. Oh, so I guess it's gonna be like a Hearthstone or something? Yes, I'm here. Welcome to the First Light Inn. Would you like to check in? This will allow you to recall and respawn at the settlement from anywhere in the world. Yes, please. Respawn point activated. So how do I actually fast travel here, though? Oh, recall to inn. Okay. Good. Oh, that's good. You could actually see your storage from the map as well. That's pretty nice. I have to say, so far, just kind of like picking things up early on, everything seems relatively straightforward.
There you are.
Not overly difficult. Here, oh, here you go. Trading post. Oh, so this is the... This is just a auction house, right? Does anybody know if the auction house is map wide or is it town specific? Oh, I think it's town specific. Oh, interesting. You need to go to the trading post to complete the order. Oh. So it's kind of like central auction house and traders rammed into one system. But you could at least check the stock. Well, hypothetically, if I go to sell, showing orders at First Light. Yeah, you still have to go to the location, though, to actually buy the stuff. So it's like the ESO trading system and a central auction house rammed into one. That's very interesting. Oh, so I guess you pick your faction at level 10, it looks like. All right, so I guess let's just leave the town and just start fucking chopping some shit down. I know it's a very little thing, but I kind of like how your running animation changes when you go downstairs. You see? Like, it's a very little detail, but I think it's pretty cool. Okay, this is a mature tree. I need a less mature tree, dude. A more immature tree, as it were. Young tree. Gathered 6 wood. All right, dude, we're chopping. The audio cues for the professions are also fantastic. So far, I kind of liked it. They're teaching you some of the basics. That's good. But I have to say, I mean, so far, just very superficially, audio sounds good. Overall, a couple sound effects are a little bad, but overall, it's really good. Visually, it looks great. Animations are awesome. So far, it's been fun. The biggest thing for me is mostly going to be, is the combat gonna be enjoyable when I have all 6 abilities? That's like my biggest thing that I'm interested to see, because that was like my biggest criticism, just in terms of like watching it. It's cool though being able to like see people run in the distance and stuff. It's kind of like the beauty of the first day of a new game. Camping restricted in landmarks. Oh, so I guess that's why everybody and their grandma. Okay, camping available. Apply all resources. Oh, do I not have enough wood to actually do it? Oh, you bitches. Okay. Territory standings, more First Lights. Let's see. Let's increase that gathering speed, dude. Hell yeah. All right, so we need to defeat 5 Howler Wolves. Okay, that's just a zombie running through the field, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Oh, here's one. Oh, it's a brown wolf. Oh, hello. Hunguard! Ho-ho! Ho-ho! Riposte! Ho-ho! I need to learn my fencing terminology so I can yell ludicrous stuff while I play. Hunguard! Ho-ho! Avast ye hearties! Ricochet! Ho-ho! Suddenly. A joust! Nice. Rapier Mastery 2. So does that mean I can... Oh, nice. Flash so quickly that it extends the reach of your blade by up to 5 meters. The strike deals 50% direct damage, but also applies a bleed. Oh, say no more. Say no more, dude. You had me, it applies a bleed. This thing is snarling at the mouth. I will say that I'm definitely noticing a lot of what people are talking about with the importance of your moves in combat, because sometimes if you don't do things right, you do get staggered and whatnot. So, and like, your heavy attacks, push people back. Certain light attacks have certain speeds. Follow that up with a block. I'm definitely seeing a lot of the micro interactions that people were referring to. So I can already kind of understand that. I think it's a lot harder when you're watching to kind of see like a lot of those things, but like now that I'm actually playing the game, I can definitely see and feel it for sure. I need to level up my fire staff so I can actually get a fucking ability from this thing. I don't know if I really want any of these skills. Heavy attacks reduce fire staff cooldowns by 10%. When holding a fire staff and below 50% max health, damage increased by 20%. That's pretty fucking strong. I'll commit to that, dude. We're getting ourselves aligned, boys. I have to say, if I was to actually be in New World, can't say I wouldn't go Syndicate, just because, like, at the end of the day, we don't know what the hell's going on with this land, and I think learning that and figuring out what the fuck is actually happening is extremely important. So, retweet, dude. I'll join the Syndicate. Complete missions for XP coin and faction tokens. Earn influence to determine territory control. Compete strategically against enemy factions and PvP missions. Spend faction tokens on special weapons, armor, and consumables. Earn ranks to unlock advanced tiers and crafting components. Reduce the cost for workshops and fast travel. Complete town missions. Flagging for PvP. Flag for PvP from any settlement or outpost. Default key is you. Earn additional XP when flagged. Contribute to faction influence. Faction members of controlling factions enjoy benefits in the territory and settlement. Controlling factions reinforce control by completing PvP faction missions. Opposing factions can undermine factions' control by completing missions. Earn enough influence to challenge for territory control through declaration of war. There's a 50v50 siege combat at the fortress. You can utilize a variety of siege weapons to gain the upper hand on your opponents. The attacker's objective is to claim the capture point at the heart of the fortress, and the defenders have to fend them off for 30 minutes. This is good. I like that they have this nice explanation. Territory influence is a measure of factions control of a territory. Complete faction PvP missions. We talked about that. To retain control. Controlling factions reinforces PvP missions. Proud warriors who fight with honor for glory and self-improvement. I mean, I do agree with that. Clever disciples who fight with cunning for the sake of truth and progress. No, we're still going to go Syndicate, dude. You'll only be able to join a company with players of the same faction. Flag for PvP, you'll be able to group up with players from the same faction. You might want to double check the faction choices of your friends in New World. See, your choice is not permanent. You can change faction in the bio screen once again. After that, you cannot change it once every 120 days.
Now that you are one of us, you will have access to vast knowledge. In time,
I'm up for a challenge.
We'll see, won't we? You have joined the Syndicate because you do not wish to spend eternity wallowing in ignorance. The
Stomach for what?
The truth, of course, and the price it demands. One of our number failed in Dayspring Mills, and many research notes.
All right, let's go.
Recover them.
Recover their shit. Nice, dude. We are officially a part of the Syndicate, maybe. Let's go. Oh, that's sick. Oh, and the cooldown on it's so short. Nice. Oh, that's so nice to see. Oh, it gives you an iframe. That's wonderful. Anything that gives you an iframe is... All right, let me actually level up this part of the fire staff. Oh, I can finally get a fucking ability. No, you don't really need alts in this game because you can kind of do everything on one character. So there's really no reason for it, you know? So you pretty much have one character on one server. You can make a second character, but I don't think it could be on like the same data center as your original character. There are quests, but as far as I know and from what I've seen so far, the quests are kind of just like fetch and grab quests, like, you know, gather 10 boar tusks kind of quests. They're not like that, you know, like super engaging or anything.
Learn soon enough.
Oh, shit.
Yes, I believe
Commitment to the cause.
I greet you in wisdom and mutual
Here you go. This is the faction board. Here you go. So you can do missions. Buy rewards. Ooh. All right, so what do I want to do? Assassinate. The Syndicate has identified Chef Paul Giroux as a target for elimination. Prove your cunning by tracking them down on the hilltop encampment and destroying them. I like that idea, dude. Daily bonuses available.
respect, fellow scholar.
Oh, so I guess the bottom 3 are PvP missions and the top 3 are not.
Fellow scholar.
I think you could do 3 at a time. The Syndicate has learned that there's go quickly and retrieve the experiment long before anyone else is aware. Here we go. Tier 1 raw foods. Travel ration, energizing light ration. Oh, this is good. It does use stuff out of your bank. Oh, that's so nice. That's very, very nice. And I have 7 raw onions for some reason. So I can craft these travel rations. Nice. I've already figured out that I just need to play this for what it is and not hate on it for what it isn't. I don't hate it. I've just seen quite a few haters in other streams. So, unfortunately, when it comes to the MMO genre, there's a lot of tribalism in regards to people's games. Like, people just think like, oh, you're playing something that isn't the MMO I play, so I'm going to hate it and talk about how much worse it is than the MMO I play because they're trying to justify their own choices. What people don't understand is that I'm not sure if I'm going to like New World long-term anyway. I don't know. I mean, so far, I'm having fun. You know, but at the same time, the game's brand new. I've literally been playing it for an hour and 54 minutes. It's something different that we haven't quite played yet. And so there's not a novelty to that, you know? But at the same time, for me, what's going to be good about this game long-term is the PvP gonna be fun and enjoyable? Is the combat gonna be enjoyable for me once I get all 6 skills and my passives and all that stuff? And, you know, you're not gonna know that until you play it for a little bit. But also, what people don't understand is that if New World does well, okay? If New World does well as a game, that's good for the genre for 2 reasons. Number 1, competition breeds excellence. Other games like ESO, Guild Wars, WoW, Final Fantasy are all going to need to do better and improve their games if they don't want a game like New World to poach their players. The second thing is that if Amazon Game Studios successfully enters the space and produces a really good game and they make money and are profitable, other companies are more likely to attempt to enter the space as well because they see, oh, this new game just entered and is doing well, and so we can enter too and potentially make profit. But also, again, it's like I talked about earlier, a game doesn't have to kill every other game to be good. Like, I don't understand the fascination with that, where people are like, bro, like, this game's gonna kill every other game on the planet, dude. Like, it doesn't have to. It just needs to, it will develop its own community. You know? And again, the more successful games that are out there, the better all of those games collectively become. You want every game to be good in its own right and appeal to its own niche. They don't, all these games can coexist and be perfectly fine. They don't have to kill each other. Guessing in here. Oh, hello. Z. There we go. He's done. I will say, though, in terms of the animations, just like a lot of the running animations, the sound, the game, like visually and audio-wise, like it's very, very, very solid. Very, very fun game. Like in like a appealing, I mean, in that regards. Like it's like little things, like, you know, the animation of like your run changing a little bit when you're going downhill. You know, so a lot of like little touches I've noticed animation-wise that definitely a big fan of so far. And the towns give me like a single player game vibe. Like they're really, really cool. Well made overall. Yeah, I would say so far my biggest gripe with the combat is the ironically enough, this is not what I expected to say, the weapon swapping. The weapon swapping feels a little more slow than I would expect it to. That's definitely my biggest, which is so ironic. I would have thought it would have been the cooldowns or the you know, the animation locking. No, it's ironically enough, it's the weapon swapping. If the weapon swapping was, I feel like, more responsive, it'd be actually really good. You might be used to the Guild Wars 2 and ESO swapping. I think probably, yeah. Because the weapon swaps in that game are so fast. Both of those games, actually. I mostly mean like the mid-combat swaps. The mid-combat swaps are kind of slow. I guess it's because I'm used to like the, I'm used to the ability to like swap cancel, you know? And how fast it is, because I'm like, you know, light attack, and then if I swap, you see how like delayed it is? I'm used to being able to swap mid-animation, but I get that this game is like really not about that. Like, for example, if I light attack and hit Z to swap, like, oh, Lord. And even if I hit Z too early, like if I'm on this staff bar, if I hit Z too early, it doesn't even swap. So I have to wait, like, really until he fully pulls his staff back. I guess I could do, like, if I potentially want to, I could do light attack, dodge, swap, like that. That's an interesting cancel. I'm level 10 right now. I'm trying to do this quest where I'm trying to find some fucking boar, but everyone keeps killing everything so fast. I can't even find any spawns. All right, dude. Well, let's craft it up, I guess, dude. Oh, I have this. That's charcoal. No, I want to make iron ingots. There we go. Smelting to level 12. Okay, and then we come back here. Thank God. Iron fire staff. Bang. The crafting is actually very straightforward, which is really good because I hate when games make the crafting overly complicated for the sake of making it complicated. But no, the gathering is in like crafting and stuff seems very straightforward. It's not like other games where it's like, oh, we have a deep crafting system and it's just needlessly complex. It's actually very, very, very solid from what I can tell. I've been able to figure it out so far. You know, complexity does not equal depth. New World's crafting, again, reminds me a lot of RuneScape's, where it's kind of like we said earlier, where it's about like taking the time to actually gather the thing. So you gather the ore, you smelt the ore into ignates, then you use the ignates to craft weapons. It's not like, all right, dude, so you got to get the ore and then you got to enchant the ore with essence of whatever, essence of the earth. And then using that, you can create this. And then once you have that, you got to re-smelt it back down. And then it's just like, you know, I shouldn't have to look up a guide on how to craft a fucking weapon, you know? Like, it should be accessible. So builds are based off of two things. They are based off of your armor and your weapons. They're not class-based. So, for example, certain armor types, I think I could show it to you here. Here you go. So while you're wearing light armor, your dodge is a quick roll and you deal 20% bonus damage and healing. When you're in medium armor, your dodge is a hop, so you don't dodge roll as far. You then deal 10% bonus damage and healing, and crowd control debuffs on you that you apply last 10% longer. Also, with medium, you just have more armor, so you're tankier. Then when you have heavy, your dodge is just a slow sidestep. Your block stability is increased by 15%, so if you're like blocking with a shield or another weapon, and crowd control debuffs you apply last 20% longer. So it just kind of depends on if you want to go for a glass cannon, a tank, or somewhere in the middle. Because it's like each like armor has like a different weight. So you can see here like 13 or below, you are light. 13 to 23, you are medium, and then 23 plus, you are in heavy. Because from watching the gameplay, like and watching other people stream the game, the things that I don't like about the combat are not the things that I would have disliked, if that makes sense. It's interesting. The game definitely plays different than it looks. Because like I said, watching it, I was like, okay, the low cooldown count's going to feel bad. You know, focusing mostly on light attacks feels bad. But with the way that the combat is, it really doesn't. Game is a lot more fun than I expected it to be. Enjoying it a lot more, like I said, than I expected. Still getting used to the weapon swap. Still feels a little shitty. But overall, enjoying it a lot more than I thought. I really am. And I'm looking forward to playing it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to watching.